Hello. I did not plan to stream Blueprints today because I have a collab this evening, but I just can't stop thinking about this game. I'm so addicted. So, Nemo, hello. Good to see you. Yeah, it's actually gonna be a short stream today. Because I can't do a 4-hour stream because that'll just mean that I have to then do a 4-hour Blueprint stream followed by a 4 or 5 hour Ocarina of Time randomizer collab, which will kill me. So actually short stream today. I think maybe we'll try and just do a couple of days. We'll see how we go. But I'm trying to aim for this to be about 2 hours. If it goes much longer than that, please yell at me. So with that in mind, let's get started. So I started the last day at the end of the last stream, and then when I tried to exit the game, it wanted me to save. And so instead of save, and not just save, but like call it a day and move to the next day. And I didn't want to just abandon the day after only exploring one room, so I Alt F4'd, and I don't know what the effect of that will have been. I hope that it'll just put me back at the start of the day. So we'll see, because I need to go outside and see what we can get for the the outside room, the gardening shed that we had before. See what we get for that. I need to remember to throw a coin in the wishing well, because that does seem to be maybe having some kind of effect. Like, maybe, I don't know. It certainly doesn't seem to be hurting. So yeah, I don't actually remember where we got to. I think day 10 sounds right. Presumably there's no... Yeah, okay, so this is the very start of day 10. We haven't opened any doors. So, very first thing, we're going this way. We're spending a few steps, and we are going straight to this thing. Okay. Special floor plans now cost steps instead of gems. That's interesting. Items for trade. Shelter. Shelter protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 red rooms drafted. That's actually kind of nice. Not having to worry about red rooms. Costing steps instead of gems. I feel like it does often come up that I don't have enough gems. I wonder how many steps it costs, though, is the thing. Because we're not... I mean, we're rich in gems today, I guess. Items for trade. What do I trade, though? I don't have any money. Well, obviously, I've just started the day. Let's do the shelter. And we can also have a look in the shelter. See what's in here. Because maybe there's something we can take. A time lock safe. Okay. Oh, there's a terminal in here. That's interesting. And a note. Okay. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I'm still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. The 3 of them, eh? Okay. Okay, time lock safe. By setting an unlock date and a time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. Okay. Let's set the time lock safe to open tomorrow. So today... Wait, okay, let me back out. Radiation monitor. We'll have a look at this first. Measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in the laboratory. If the reading is 12 microsieverts or higher, is that micro? Yeah. Emergency protocol will initiate, and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. Ooh. So if we can somehow bump the radiation, then that means we don't need keys. So I'm guessing this is just telling us that, yeah, it's pretty low, but if we could bump it up by a little bit, So I think it said that the network access has been disconnected for the shelter. And in any case, no other terminals are active right now. Oh, okay. Is there email? No. Is there data transfers? No. Okay, so what is today's date? We're on day 10. I think it's November. Why can't I remember the actual date? Does it tell us the actual? It doesn't tell us the actual date. When was our? Yeah, this was yesterday. Look at this. This was a really good day. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what the date is. And we can't access it. So email would help us, I think, know what the date is, but I don't remember. We don't have the office. The office is the only place that has that. So okay, what if I do? Let's not guess. I can come back here once I figure out what the date is. Okay, because I want to know what's in that safe. I assume that there's probably a red letter in that safe, because that does seem to be what is in safes. And I guess it's also worth checking that there's no access to the house anywhere here. Oh, the plank is gone. Okay, I see. So maybe the plank is only there the first day you unlock that. Alright, we're learning stuff. Does this have a date in it? It does not. Okay. Alright, where's my map? Because we need to try and make sure to prioritize rooms that we didn't have a letter for previously. So that would be straight ahead and then to the left. Early bedroom is kind of good. That also puts us, yeah, in the direction we want to go. So we'll do that. Okay, so we have Bridge and Bride, so that's a G. Okay, so it looks like the last 3 lines in this are crack 8 safes. Which does track, because we know that there's 8 letters. Although one of them apparently we can't get. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps is kind of good as well. But the closet's also good. Do we do this one? I think this is a good investment. It's a shame we've already drafted the bedroom, but get this. And have a look around. There's another gem. Wow, we're really rich in gems. And we wanted to check the paintings here. So stair and star. So that's an I. Yeah, so it is 8 is what it's going to spell. And I don't think there was anything else in here for us. Alright. So what do we want to try and do today? So we don't need to be scared of red rooms to begin with. Hallway? Yeah, hallway. We don't. Yeah, we already know the letter for this one. Let's try and get some green rooms going, maybe. That worked well for us before. Ooh, okay, so we could get even more gems in the parlor. We could unlock the commissary, which I think would be good. I was waiting for the explanation of the details of the painting puzzle. How do we know the order of the letters? So it's... Oh, let me get the billiard room to get some keys. The way it works is the letter for any given like square is always the same. So it'll like starting from here and reading across, it'll spell something out. So like the letters that we have here, we don't know what this one is, but I'm almost 100% sure that it's going to be a C. And then we have, it's not room based, it's position based. And then this is like RACK EIGH. This is almost certainly a T, and then SAFES. So, yeah. Okay, let's do a maths puzzle. We'll have a look. Any items? Not there. Yeah. Okay. So, 6. Oh dear. 6 plus 5 is 11, minus 8 is 3. 10 minus 2 minus 4 minus 1 is 3. Times 2 is 6. 1 times 1 divided by 1 is 1. Okay. Finding the library could be nice. Getting another key could be nice. Getting the chapel to be one of the ones that doesn't have a negative effect is really good, because then we can go through the chapel whenever we want and not have to worry about losing money. Getting the kitchen... I think the chapel actually is probably good here. Interesting how that would work from a programming standpoint. Every room must have blank pictures that get filled from a table at time of drawing. And I think there's probably different ways of indicating the same letters as well, because it's not like every single time that it's... so like this is stag and tag, so this indicates an S, but there could be another room where it's also an S, where it was dessert and desert, for example. So they have, different ways of indicating the same thing. I just wanted to double check. Yeah, protection from the negative effects of the next 3 red rooms drafted, not the next 3 red rooms entered. So I don't have to worry about coming back and forth or anything. Let's continue up the edge, because I'd like to try and find some green rooms, maybe. Spare room just to get it out of the way, maybe. Because, we know what this letter is. So, spare room. I don't think there's ever anything good in the spare room. Can we see? Okay, so the next room over will give us the best view of that statue. Parlor, reading nook, pantry. So it'd be nice to get some coins. It would be nice to get 3 more gems, so we could be very, very gem rich. Another key is always good, and then also getting the library. But then, what are we going to get from the library? Because we read... I guess we can go to the library and we can see what other books are available. Pantry has food and coins, though. I do also just like doing the parlor. I like the puzzles. But I think reading nook is better, because keys are a more precious resource to me right now than gems. Do we know the letter for this room? We do. It should be an S. Oh, a chest. Okay, I'll leave that for now. We can come back to it if we find... things. So this is sand and for S, yeah. Okay, and I think we want the library. And this also, allows us to continue making progress. Oh, we find less common floor plans while drafting the library. That's neat. Okay. Oh, we get a key. Get a lot of keys. Do we know this one? Yeah, we know this one should be E, which is what was it? Fire and Fur. That was the one for this one. I'm gonna check upstairs just in case there's something. I don't think there is though. To collect, I mean. We know that there's books. Actually, one thing I can check. This has longest day, 2 hours and 10 and 11 minutes. That was day 9, which is the 2-hour long day, which is quite something. We'll just have a quick look. Anything? No. Okay. So let's request a book. The amount of possible puzzles for the parlor must be pretty big, because the assumption it could be done daily. Yeah. I'm kind of curious if we'll ever see a repeat. Okay, Sightseer's Guide to Reddington could be interesting. We already read this one. The History of Ordinia could be interesting. The Pump System User Manual I don't think we need. Drafting Strategy, Architectural Digest. This might give us some hints about like secret game mechanics that we don't know about. So for me, I think it's between Sightseer's Guide to Reddington and Drafting Strategy. I'm going to take Drafting Strategy. Okay, so next time we come back here. Okay, Boiler Room. Ooh, Study. While drafting, you may say gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. So Study is a new room we've never been to, but Boiler Room, I really like the idea of trying to connect the power in the Boiler Room, because we weren't able to do that previously. If we can go Boiler Room Laboratory, that'll be really, really good. So I'm going to do Boiler Room. Okay, and I don't need to solve the Boiler Room puzzle again, it looks like. Oh no, I still need to... Okay, I do need to connect this up by doing this. Okay, and then activate it. I guess I probably should look around in case there's items down there to pick up. See if I can spy any from up here. I'm really amazed with how well this game is put together, because I can see this being a great idea that flopped on execution for another developer. Absolutely. Like, there can't be... You can't have puzzles which people are going to get stuck on for too long and get frustrated. You can't have game mechanics that are too, like, obscure. Okay, I can turn this back now, and that opens that. I'm kind of curious what happens if this one is powered. Does that also open the door? Is it like, do either of them have to be powered, or is there some special behavior if both of them are? Okay, so if we go to the right, it's more likely to be a green room. So okay, let's see if we can draft the lab here. Damn. Okay, so none of these are powered rooms, I think. Or is it just that we don't currently have the power facing this way? I think that might be it. I think I might have screwed up a bit. I think maybe so let's take the dark room, because then we negate the negative effect of it. Because I think the dark room... Yeah, okay, so the dark room does accept power. So if we... Yeah, okay. Any other items in here? Oh, okay, we've got a key card door there. That's not fantastic. Do we know what letter this room is? Let's see, where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, this is a G. I need to label my map a bit better. Six, 7, 8, 9. I'm starting to regret not taking a more organized approach to taking notes. I was not anticipating needing to take as many notes as I have been for this game. Even though the game told me, like, hey, make sure you have a notebook or something. I kind of like didn't believe them. Okay, I'm pretty sure the library doesn't have power going through it. Can't really crouch down to see. Yeah, okay, so let's switch the power to this other door, and then it should let us know while we're drafting if the rooms we're connecting accept power. Because I really would like to power on the library and try and solve that library puzzle. Oh yeah, let's have a quick look down here just to look for any items. I guess also I can take this opportunity to try and power this. Oh, but that puts that back. I guess the door's already open, so I don't really need to do that. But if I do... Because I need this to be across to get around properly. Which was... like that? Yeah, okay. Okay, what's through here? Ooh, okay, so we can power security. Which I think we probably do want to do. And it's good to find security as well, just generally. And that also lets us make more progress up the right-hand side. So let's do that. We'll come in here. Do we know this one? We don't know this one. Okay, so this is... Is that a tent? And a 10, so it would be T. I think that, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so there's power coming through here. Okay, so I think it's possible that power is only useful for the lab, and it doesn't really serve any other purpose in other rooms, at least not any other rooms that we've found. Okay, so first things first. Let's look at the inventory. There should be, yeah, one trunk. Let's change this to low right now, and then offline mode we want, whoops. Offline mode to be unlocked. Okay. And we're still looking for the lab. There it is. I think we have to take the lab here. It's too exciting not to. Okay, so now we can try and solve the lab puzzle because this thing is powered now, and we can also use the computer to give us a special like power in the house, and maybe also we could try and increase the radioactivity somehow, and thereby unlock every door in the house from the that outside room. Yeah, this is on now. Okay. Just looking for any items. There don't appear to be any. Okay. Experiment setup. Okay, whenever you draft an archived floor plan, lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. Wow. Add a small chest to the entrance hall, gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 gold selected randomly. That sounds pretty good. Okay, immediately, each time you find some trash while digging. Okay. I'm not quite sure what an archived floor plan is. So... none of these seem... well, obviously, this one is immediately useful. Lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold is actually pretty good. Like, 20 gold is a lot of gold. But right now, I don't have anything to spend it on. But if we find the kitchen or the commissary, that'll be really good. When you take the archives, it's the ones that are random. Oh! Ah, good call. Okay, so we don't have the archives. We might not find the archives. Each time you find some trash while digging, well, we don't have a shovel and we haven't found any green rooms yet. So maybe just gain 20 gold? Let's do that. Okay. Experiment successful. So we are rich now. If we pause the experiment, does that remove our gold and give us our steps back? I have to assume not. I think possibly we can't access the shelter, the bomb shelter from here, because it talked about it being cut off from the network. So we'll have a look. Maybe we can try and do remote terminal access, but it probably won't work. Oh, it is. Okay. Radiation monitor? So that's 3.6. How much did it need to be? Oh, 12 microsieverts. So we need to go higher than that. Okay. So maybe it's solving this puzzle, this other puzzle here, is the key. So, periodic table of elements. I have the photo on my phone, so let me grab that, and then let's look at the periodic table that's on the wall. I wish there was... So you know phones have all sorts of clever filters and things like that. I wish there was a filter for remove the moire patterns when you take a picture of a computer screen. Because it's always kind of frustrating to me that you'll take a picture of a monitor and it will just look like shit. Okay, so here's our actual periodic table. And we've got... So we've got... 3 is H. Wait, let me do this in a sensible order. 3 is H. Where's 1? 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plutonium. My phone has decided it wants to turn itself off. Fantastic. 2 is 1, 2, 3 down and 3 left, which is 1, 2. That's S for sulfur. Okay, so we have push. Okay, 4 is TH. 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up to 1, 2, 3, 4, up to RE. Six is 1, 2, EU. Okay, push 3 something. 9, 10, 11. There's 12 of them, right? Yeah, okay. So 7 is 1, 2, PA. Sorry, this is not very gripping for people who can't see the photo on my phone. 8 is F. 9 is TE, and then we've got RN, and then I. TE. RN. I, and then 12 finally is NE. Which reads, push 3 up after 9. Okay. Push 3 up after 9. So 9, 3. That seems to have worked. Oh, something is happening. Have you unlocked some new thing? This feels like something that would be another permanent upgrade. Oh, that door's open. Cool. Alright, rapid progress today. The Black Bridge Grotto has been powered and permanently unlocked. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. Oh, so we can just immediately do security stuff, which is kind of neat, or immediately do the office and spread money if we want to. That's cool. All right. Let's check the radiation again. I wish this was a little quicker. What were we doing? Oh, yeah, remote terminal access. We were doing the shelter. Oh, wasn't there a message? I think there was a message in the security terminal which would have let us know the day. So we should check that as well. Okay, radiation monitor. How are we doing? Seems higher. No, 3.6 still. Okay. Let's go. Security. This is a familiar thing to me. Like, it's not, obviously we're not actually SSHing here, but at work I once had cause to SSH to a remote machine, and then from that machine SSH to another machine, and from that machine SSH to another machine, and it got a bit, yeah, it got a bit silly. So we wanted remote terminal access for security, because then I think there's a note here which would let us know what day 1 was. We're currently on day 10, so that'll let us know. Oh, hang on, this is not what I thought it was going to be. Why? So, okay, maybe I'm thinking of the office then, and I'm confused. If you pause the experiment and do a new experiment, is that possible? Okay, it looks like you can't. Oh, resume experiment. Okay. Did that change the radiation level? Oh, here's electronic mail. Oh, which we can't do. Oh, staff services, actually, yeah. So, staff announcements. Saturday, November 7th. So, if Saturday, November 7th is the day before day 1, maybe... special orders. Oh yeah, special orders. We should place a special order. What would be most useful, generally? Now that we have access to the lab, it's more likely that we'll be able to find chests, because we could have an experiment which is, you know, make chests appear in the lobby, so a sledgehammer becomes more useful. So maybe sledgehammer is a good thing to buy. Metal detector's good, though. Let's request a sledgehammer. This is... As of November 4th, all workers have been suspended at Mount Howley and all domestic staff have been placed on extended paid leave, in accordance with the instructions left by the old man himself. Okay. So Saturday, November 7th. Is that today? No, because we're on day 10. So if we assume that Saturday, November 7th is the day before we started, Then the 8th was the first day, incidentally my birthday. And so the 10th day would be the 18th, which would be right now. So let's try it being the 18th of November. We'll see if we can set the time lock. And we wanted to check the radiation monitor as well. Has it gone up from 3.6? No. Okay. So November 18th, we think it might be, and we want it to open. Should we just say noon? Okay. Alright, so we have plenty of money now. We should also go and check that place. Should we just go there immediately? The place we just unlocked? Because we want to see if that was the correct time. Anyway, but we need to wait an hour. So, okay, let's do a little bit more exploring. I will use a key. Oh, and of course then we immediately find the archives, which would have been good for the... Oh no, but its negative effect would have been cancelled because... So actually, yeah, let's take the archives. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry, one second. Okay, sorry about that. It's rare that I get phone calls, so I always try to answer them, just in case it's something important. Oh, which room are we in? Do we know the letter for this room? We're on rank... What rank are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we know this one. Any items for me? I don't know how many different places within a room items can be found. Like, it's possible that they always show up in the same spots. I don't need to check absolutely everywhere. I'll hold off on using a key there for now. I want to see if I can find some unlocked doors. Okay, I managed to make dinner without using liver once again, but the chicken will soon have its due. I don't know what you do with chicken liver exactly. Other than, make it into pate, but that's, it's already been prepared at that point. Is the clock here? Okay. So it's already getting on for 1, which means that we can't possibly... So we missed... We entered a bad time, I guess. Unless that is tomorrow. Alright, we need to figure out what day it is. And where was I going again? I was going to go back to... Yeah, let's go outside and we'll check out that new area we found. Wait. Oh yeah, that's the experiment. Okay. Successful triggers 1. Oh, because it just triggers immediately, so it can't fail. Alright. So, kind of wasting some steps here, unfortunately. I guess another good reason to go back here is that we can draft some more rooms like low down in the building, which are less likely to have key requirements to open doors, and so more likely to be able to find somewhere to spend all of our money. Oh, and speaking of money, let me just quickly ban this bot and then toss a coin in here. In the American South, it can be found in the fried in the soul food tradition. I also make a liver and mushroom linguine. Wait, no, not that way. This way. No, not there. It's a little further. Oh, have I gone the wrong? I think I've gone the wrong way. Because yeah, okay, it wasn't there. No, yeah, it is. It is through the gate. Just here. Yeah. Okay. What do we have in here? Ooh, fancy. 1100. Okay. Are we doing binary? Oh, we have a terminal here as well. I guess this is the one that allows us to access any terminal. And we have a small data microchips. Look like it might be plugged in somewhere. Be able to be plugged in somewhere. Okay. Oh, we can plug it in there. Can we plug it in anywhere else? Oh, is there a small one, a medium, and a large one? Maybe? We have to find all three to open this door. Okay. What do we have here? Black bridge. Admin key. Probably not this. Yeah. Okay, so we need additional information to use this. And so far, the only thing we've got is this. 1100. So what is that in binary? So 100 in binary is 4. So does this game take place in an alternate Britain, or is it something else entirely? I don't know. The accents were British in some of the voiceover stuff, but the details of like the so I don't know if this is 1100 all one number, or if it's 1 and then 100, because that would be 14, right? 14. I guess we can try 14. No, okay. I'm going to keep the microchip with me, just because it doesn't seem to be doing anything here, and maybe we find somewhere else to put it. Okay, so we would like to find a shop of some kind. Oh, we could grab the claim ticket, the key card. I think maybe that would be good. Although we've already found security, all we need to do is find the closet, and we can turn off the power for all of the security doors. So maybe that's not great. And then the corridor, I think we probably want to take to allow us to make progress, rather than the pantry. Yeah, okay. Let's do corridor. Anything in here? Any items? A hat. Oh, I forgot to check. Oh, it was the reading nook, I think, was the one that we picked that would have given us the view of the painting. Okay, there's the commissary. Perfect. We would like to find some bedrooms, though, I guess, because that'll give us more steps, because we're starting to run a little low. Okay. What are we buying? Shovel wouldn't hurt, but we don't really have any reason to get it right now. Magnifying glass, I don't know that we have any reason to get that right now either. We have enough gems to be going on with. I think I'd rather wait until we find the kitchen and buy food. Okay, so these are all these will all end up in dead ends. So, would we rather observatory or closet? I think observatory, so we can keep getting stars. And let's have a look around for any items. And what are we getting today? Apples are extra delicious today, I think, is what we're getting. Which is helpful because we're kind of low on steps. So if we can find the boudoir, we get a lot of extra steps. Unless... Oh, no, okay. We get different... Oh, I see. Okay, so today was 6 stars, and I guess there was no entry for 6 stars in the book, so we got a 4 and a 2. Is that how it works? Yes, okay. So tomorrow, or the next time we find the observatory, we will get this one. Whereas today we got an extra gem and 2 trunks in the entrance hall. So sledgehammer would be nice now, but unfortunately... we already found the commissary and it's not selling a sledgehammer. Okay, so we got to backtrack. We're going to the hallway. Yeah. And we could risk our keys here. But I think it's probably better to wait, because maybe we find the sledgehammer somewhere else. Okay, drawing room. Benefits us not at all. So this, I think we should take the guest bedroom here, because these are all effectively dead ends. But the guest bedroom gets us 15 extra steps, which is helpful right now because we're kind of low on steps. All right. And we get another gem. And we know this letter. We do know this letter, yes. Alright, so where are we going? This is all done. Back to the dark room, I guess. We can try and fill in some stuff down here. Yeah, this way. Yeah. Okay, locked. I think it's... yeah, let's see. Ooh. Walk-in closet. Pretty good. We've already done our 3 red rooms, so this would trigger its effect if we did it. So let's get 4 items, and maybe one of them is a sledgehammer. Although I don't know why there would be a sledgehammer in here. Okay, gem, coin purse. We don't really need extra money. Where's the 4th item? A key. Okay. Do we have a letter for this one? Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. This one should be T. Where's the other picture? Oh, here. Yes, stage and sage. So that's a T. Okay, so dark room. We can't go through that door right now. I wonder what happens if we switch power here now that we've already activated the thing in the lab. Like, does it just stop working? Because now there's no power to the lab. So let's go back to the archives. Okay, so that remains active, I guess. Since we've already solved it. Okay. And then both of these were locked doors. Let's go across first. Okay, courtyard would let us keep going. Let's do courtyard. Sometimes there's a metal detector in here. Oh, there's a shovel. Okay. And I guess this doesn't actually let us keep going because we've got this door. A coin. I'd love to find the kitchen. Okay, so now we have to go north from the archives. If we get unlucky, then this day just kind of ends here, I think. Oh, at the pool. I think we want the pool. Because that will give us even more money. And also... we've got the possibility of finding the locker room, which will be good if we have enough keys. Do we have a letter for this room? We do. Okay. Please don't be locked. Crap. Okay, well, I think that's it for us. I should have maybe opened the chests in the entrance hall. Because yeah, I don't think we can do anything more today, unfortunately. That's a drag. Okay, we've got 21 steps. Is there anything we can do with that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can get outside and do some stuff, I guess. We could waste money in the commissary. I think I'm just going to call it a day. We'll go to the next day and we'll see what we get there. So, as exciting as it was to find the lab and solve the lab puzzle, I don't know that we actually got anything that valuable from it because we couldn't access the terminal in the room that got unlocked. Okay, next day. So that was one day, and that was it's a bit less than an hour. So hopefully, if this day goes a bit better, then that'll be it for us. As long as this isn't like a really bad day, which ends quickly, then I think this will be our last day. I'm blaming that day being slightly less successful on the fact that I hadn't thrown a coin into the pond on the day prior to it. I'm convincing myself that that this pond is very, very lucky and good. Okay, so what are we getting in here today? So, special floor plans now cost steps instead of gems. We have fewer gems today. We started with 2 instead of 4. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Trading post items. Let's take the trading post just to see how it works. Is it like you swap one item for another item? And also, is there anything for me to pick up in here? Well, there's a digging spot. Ooh. Dynamite is too dangerous to pick up, apparently. Ooh, what's that? That looks like a puzzle. Okay, and there is where we do our trade. Okay, so how does this work? You have no items to trade. Okay, so I guess you swap one item for another item. That's neat. All right, and what do we have here? Is this one of those lights out puzzle things? Okay, so clicking on a yellow moves it up. This rotates the ones next to it. But these don't seem to do it. Oh, this resets. Okay. So, what are we trying to do? Oh, okay. So we're trying to make some kind of shape here. But what shape? So we can rotate these around, all right. But then what? Is there any way? Yeah, what are we trying to do here? I guess without knowing what pattern we're aiming for, it's not really possible to solve this. I don't think we're going to brute force it. Okay, well. Oh. Oh. Okay. All right, I think I see what we're supposed to do. Whoops, I clicked the wrong thing. So we want to rotate that to there, put that there. We can like that, and then that, and then that. Oh, okay, we need both of them lit. Okay. So, okay, how do we get that to work? Not like that. Okay, so there's no way, yeah, so this, I think definitely, because there's no way that we can affect these with this. So if we rotate that, put that there, we want this one to be here. So we have two options. Either we press the yellow one, either we press this yellow one, which puts that in the wrong place, or we push this yellow one, which doesn't, well, that doesn't work either. Oh, but we can move this up. That doesn't help us. There we go. Good at puzzles. An allowance token. Your allowance has been permanently raised by 2. Does that mean we start with 2 coins? If so, that's pretty neat. Yeah, I think so. I think we start with 2 coins now. Okay. Excellent. Definitely worth. I think that's something I've been undervaluing, I think, is just finding and exploring new rooms that I haven't been in before. The allowance being 2 is really good. That means I can start every day by tossing a coin in the fountain. Okay, what are we starting with? The den. The den is a decent start. Okay, grab that. Let's have a look around for anything else. No chests. No chests. Observatory. Okay, so that will give us the apples are extra delicious today. Reading Nook will give us the library, and we did request a library book, and it'll give us a key, so let's take the Reading Nook for now. Anything else for us in here? Doesn't look like it. So there's the library. Okay. Oh, and we get a free magnifying glass, which we could go and trade after we've read this document. Okay, so... Okay, today is November 17th. Day... What day are we? Day 11 is November 17th. Okay. So now we know what to set the time lock for. Just writing that down. Okay. After I've read this, I think I will go and immediately set the time lock. Drafting strategy. The potential within. Gems, gems, gems. Okay. This might just be, you know, game tips, but maybe there's something else in here. To the ambitious young architect, a fresh blueprint represents a world of boundless possibilities. When you're staring at a blank canvas, you have unlimited potential and ideas to explore. But with an abundance of options at your disposal, the architect can also become overwhelmed by the countless choices and decisions that need to be made. Should I draft a hallway or a closet? How many bedrooms do I need in my house? Is passageway really worth 2 gems? All these questions can compound, adding layers of complexity and stress to the design process. That's why it's even more important to develop simple and effective strategies that you can apply while drafting a house to ensure a successful project outcome. In this volume of Architectural Digest, we aim to provide architects with some of those strategies and even assist them in developing their own. Although many architects employ different strategies when developing their house designs, most of them agree on one guiding principle: have gems while drafting. I think I could agree with that. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. If you lack the gems to consider all 3 presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you do not want. That has happened a lot. To avoid this predicament, focus on drafting rooms that grant you gems and prioritize acquiring gems as early in the day as you can. This approach is a surefire way to set yourself up for success. Reader submitted gem strats. Make sure you check for gems in the room you're in before clicking the door. I do this way too much. Think about saving some gems for emergencies. I try to only spend them if I really, really need a room. I will never draft passageway on the first 5 ranks. It's a simple strat that has served me well. If you see gems for sale in any of the shops, buy them out. Don't pass up wine cellar, even if you're not thirsty. There's no such thing as too many gems. I may have a bit of a problem. Okay, planning your house. Can I get this out of the way? Yeah, I can. When you begin drafting a house, it's important to start each day with a solid foundation. Draft early ranks first. A very common mistake beginners make is drafting a straight line north and ignoring the many unopened doors they have left behind in the entrance hall and rooms of the early ranks. When these architects reach the higher ranks, they quickly discover they do not have enough keys or gems to continue. The day usually ends by returning to the lower ranks to draft from the doors they skipped, only to find rooms and items that would have made all the difference if they'd only been found earlier in the day. I think I might have been doing that a little bit. As the layout to the right demonstrates, even a path of rooms that snakes through the house and does not go in a straight line can also be structurally weak if you're leaving lots of unopened doors and the ranks behind you. By starting each day on a strong foundation of rooms on the early ranks, you have a much better chance of finding success when you eventually start heading further into the house. Top drafting combos. 5 combos you won't want to miss. Another aspect to consider when planning a house is the order in which you draft rooms. For instance, if you draft the cloister before terrace, you'll be down 3 gems, but if you draft them in the reverse order, cloister would be free. Identifying a synergistic pair of floor plans is an essential first step, but determining the optimal order for drafting those rooms will provide you with an additional advantage, significantly improving your chances of success. So, the foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. And Great Hall, wow, that is a good combination. I don't know that I've seen the foyer before. Nursery followed by bunk room, we know about that one. Office followed by conference room, or office with conference room already present, we know about that one. Attic and workshop. Workshop combine inventory to create new items. Well, we've never seen workshop before, that sounds exciting. 2-pair combos aren't the only form of room synergy. You will find some floor plans only work by drafting other specific rooms. These rooms aren't powerful on their own, but can become very useful. I've seen you roll the fire once or twice, but I don't think you ever ended up taking it. I guess I hadn't considered the Great Hall as being, like, having all of those doors unlocked would be fantastic. When the connectivity is eventually discovered. The utility closet is a perfect example of this. It doesn't do anything by itself, but it can literally power up or down other rooms you've drafted in your house, like the garage, the dark room, the gymnasium. We knew about that one. Other examples of connectivity. Her ladyship's chamber, we've never seen that one. Has synergy with Lady Epson's other 2 rooms, her boudoir and her walk-in closet. Okay, we found the boudoir and the walk-in closet. So the ladyship chamber, next time you enter the boudoir, gain 10 steps. The next time you enter the walk-in closet, gain 3 gems. Okay, neat. The boiler room connects ducts from room to run steam power to specific destinations in the house. Laboratory, garage, laundry room, furnace, and pump room all have uses for steam power. Okay. Speaking of pump room, this room controls the water level throughout rooms in the estate and can interact directly with the pool, aquarium, greenhouse, kitchen, and several other features located outside of the main house. So I didn't know. Okay, knowing that the boiler room is useful for the garage, the laundry room, the furnace, and the pump room. We knew about the laboratory. We did that one. But, yeah. I guess if you power the garage, maybe you don't need to turn it on in the utility closet, possibly. Okay. Tips and tricks. In the kitchen, you can check which course is being served in the dining room that day. This will allow you the opportunity to draft specific rooms that will make the meal even more delicious. Besides counting as 2 bedrooms, bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. This will increase the amount of steps granted by master bedroom, the amount of gold spread by the tomb, and the amount of keys found in servants' quarters. Maybe the pump room can drain the fountain. Oh, maybe. Ah, yeah, that's an interesting point. Maybe you can drain the fountain and then recover all of the gold that you put in there previously. Each time you solve a puzzle in billiard room or parlor, the difficulty will increase slightly the next time you draft that room, if you say so. Just because you didn't find any items in a room when you first explored it doesn't mean that will be the case the next time you draft it. The day after drafting Freezer, it enters an automated cooldown refreezing cycle, during which it cannot be drafted for the next 24 hours. Okay. If you're stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it's smart to move on. There are multiple ways to solve many of the challenges you'll come across, and there is a very good chance that you will find a piece of information down the road which may help. Well, we encountered that with the drawing room. When in doubt, draft rooms you have never seen before. That's what I was talking about earlier. Even if you do not think the rooms are very useful, they may still hold useful clues and information that may help you on your journey. Word from the editor. Although with this volume, we have provided our readers with many potential strategies and tricks to try, we here at Architectural Digest hope that aspiring architects know that there truly is no set blueprint for success. Forging your own path and coming up with your own unique strategies will, in our humble opinion, always provide the best results. Each architect has his or their favorite room. Each builder his, her, or their own favorite tool. And thus each player in turn will develop their own style of play and discover their own secrets and tricks that they can share with the world or keep to themselves. Whatever strategy you employ, we wish you the best of luck drafting and hope you build the house of your dreams. Okay. Well, I'm glad we read that book. Okay, which room are we in? We're here. Let's just do this door, I guess. Laundry room. This is a new room. Aquarium is a fun room, which would connect to the den. So, do we take the laundry room and kind of block ourselves off from the right side of the house? I wish we'd had this when we had those 20 coins. Because maybe this is what the laundry room is, that you can like drop off your money and pick it up again later. Okay, running shoes. Nice to have. Any other items? This service costs 5 coins. It will exchange all of your gems with all of your coins at a 1 to... Oh, I see. Okay. Wash and dry lets you change all of your keys for all of your gems. All right. And then this is 10, and we'll swap all of your keys with all of your coins. Interesting. Okay, so it's a way to turn items into other items. Do not drink the bleach. Do not let the intrusive thoughts win. Okay, and so the laundry room gets powered, and that turns this on, which I guess is some special thing that, I don't know, maybe that swaps all of your coins with your gems. That's like the most powerful effect. Do we have a letter for this room? We do. Oh, we didn't have one for the library. Oh, we have to go back through here anyway. Cart and car, yeah, it's a T. And unsurprising, I think we knew that, basically. So we're filling in my map with all the letters. Imagine instant 20 coins with that. Yeah, that would be pretty good. I think you were probably right, Nemo, about the effect of the radiation in the lab being cumulative, so that once you've done enough experiments, you finally then reach that threshold, and then all rooms are just unlocked, and you don't have to worry about keys anymore. I think that's probably like a mechanic in the game to allow you to just remove a constraint from your progress. Okay, let's go this way next. Bedroom or pantry? I'll take the pantry for the coins. I won't pick up the apple, because if we do find the observatory, that'll make the apple better. Hallway is good here. Yeah. And we're good. Yeah, okay, it'll be the first one on rank 3 if we can get that one. Will be a new letter for us. There's the lab. I think we take the lab. Okay. Any items for us in the lab? Does not appear so. Just have a quick peek in here. No, nothing. Alright. Okay, let's do an experiment. It's very good to find the lab early, I guess. Each time you eat an apple, set your steps to 40. Okay. Each time you eat an apple, gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. Do we have any hallways? We have at least 1. Whenever you draft an archive floor plan, but we don't know about that. Whenever you draft a hallway from another hallway. I think each time you eat an apple is the best thing. Add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. Aquariums are potentially good because they're every room type. I think each time you eat an apple, set your steps to 40 is really good. We'd have to be careful with the backtracking to make sure we could get there. But then again, getting a key for every 2 hallways in your house. If we can just find a few more hallways, then that suddenly puts us in, like, having tons and tons of keys. So, okay, which of these? I don't think we want this one. So, which do we think is better? How likely are we to find more hallways? Because we know that if we can find the observatory, then apples get better anyway. So I'm going to do this one. I feel like I've often found myself lacking in keys. Oh, we don't have the shelter today. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's all we want to do here. So now we just need to try and find a bunch of hallways. So right now we have 1 hallway. Okay, we can find a dead end here. Okay, locksmith, commissary. We've never been to the locksmith before. The guest bedroom fits quite nicely here. Let's take the locksmith and we'll see what's in the locksmith because, yeah, we have not been in here before. We know this letter. Is this all just... Okay, yeah, this is all just the same thing. So we can buy lockpick kit for 10, a special key for 8. That'll be the silver key, I guess. Which, yeah, we can't afford. Alright, well, good to know. So we can come back here, I guess, at some point in the future. We want to try and find more hallways now, though. The spare room is not a hallway. Okay, let's take gems, because it, as the tips said, take gems whenever you can. Oh, but then that ends the day for us. Wait, are these... These are all... That's it. Ugh, okay. That's disappointing. Well, I guess we are doing another day. We can't even take this one. Crap. Oh, that's really disappointing. Why can't this one face up to allow me to carry on? I guess we don't... Technically, we don't want to do the parlor because... that'll make the next time we do it harder. We have no use for the gems. I guess we take the spare room. Oh, I'm really bummed about that. Okay, I'll take the spare room. And there's nothing else we can really do. I guess let's go to the trading post and maybe we can trick, because we have the running shoes and magnifying glass. Maybe we can do... Maybe we can trade them. We can see, at least we can see what is for trade. Maybe we find some, you know, super cool rare item. All right, we'll do one more day after this then, I guess, since today was so short. Okay. We can trade the running shoes for a metal detector. Or we could trade the magnifying glass for a battery pack. What is a battery pack for? Oh, we can trade the battery pack for 2 gems. I wonder if these trades are... I'm going to write them down. Okay, trading. Okay, so we did magnifying glass for battery pack. And then battery pack gives us 2 gems. Running shoes gives us metal detector. So we'll do that trade. And then metal detector gives us lockpick. Okay. I'm assuming that there's some implicit value to these items, that some are like the game considers them better than others, and that you always kind of trade down. But maybe that's not the case. Okay, we'll take that trade. And then lockpick gives us vault key for 233. So we'll do that, and then vault key 233 gives us car keys. Okay. And car keys gives us magnifying glass. Okay, and that puts us back to where we were. Okay. Let's just double check that it is consistent. So magnifying glass. Oh, okay. Magnifying glass can give us salt. So maybe it's not consistent. Salt can give us a magnifying glass. Then a magnifying glass gives us salt again. Okay. So the magnifying glass can also go to salt, I guess. All right. And we may as well trade this, I guess. I don't know what the battery pack is for. Okay, that's, I think, all we can do today. Unless... Is there any reason? I guess, like, let's see if the other outside places change or have items in. Like, maybe the gardener's shed sometimes has stuff in it. Since we have so many spare steps. Can't toss another coin in, right? Nope, okay. Wait, could I? Oh, I could. I thought I already did this. Can you make multiple wishes? What is the effect of making a wish? Can I do it again? Not immediately, it seems. Okay. Alright, well, good news from today. We figured out what day it is. So that means that we'll be able to... If we draft the shelter, again, we'll be able to unlock the time lock. Safe. Oh, wait, you can't do anything there. We found the laundry room. And we've figured out what the laundry room does. Anything else? Oh, we found the locksmith. We did another experiment in the laboratory, which hopefully has increased the radiation level. Does this still have the same stuff in it? Okay, so that hasn't changed. That's like it was. Why is this not powered? There's nothing, I can't do anything with these, yeah. We still don't know what the admin key is for this. Okay. So nothing has changed there. We can't interact with this again. Oh no, we can. Okay. So you can turn this off. I wonder why you would want to do that. Maybe if it gets cold, so that you don't lose your extra 20 steps from the apples. Do you wonder what's going on here as well? Like, does this actually move? Just gonna wait just for a little bit to see if the shadow moves at all. I can't see it moving. Okay, maybe it doesn't move. I think it's the same position as last time. I think you're right. Okay, any items in here? This is interesting. Like it implies to me that possibly there was a gem. No items. Okay. Alright, then I guess, yeah, let's... Oh no, there's one... We can go to the gem mine and see what's in there as well, just in case. I kind of assume that they don't put stuff in these rooms so that you don't just come and check them every single day. Like, once you found them and opened them up, then, you know, that's your lot. And then, yeah, there's that. Okay. Let's call it a day. Oh, we have our allowance now, I guess. That's something. So, do we start the day with 2 coins? And do you increase your allowance every single time you find the trading post? Or is that just a once-off thing? 3 new rooms is pretty good, I guess. I made sure to get water before I started stream because I was like, I've got to make sure I don't ruin my throat because I've got another stream later today. And then I forgot to drink any of my water. I think I might refrain from tossing a coin into the fountain today because I don't know what it does. And it could just be a waste. Ooh. Hello, this is new. Master Simon. Good morning. It has come to my attention that you've been granted a daily allowance to use while on the estate. If it's convenient for you, I will leave the required sum here in the entrance hall each morning. If there's anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask. Even though they've all been requested to remove ourselves from the premises during your stay, I can assure you I'm still personally overseeing the estate is at least operating at a baseline standard of service that I hope you will one day come to expect of us. Okay. So yes, now we get to start the day with 2 gems and 2 coins, which is very nice. You just reminded me I forgot to fill my water bottle earlier. I'm so bad at remembering to drink water. Request an allowance keys. Maybe these are are all 4 of the permanent editions and there is no other one, but I have to assume that there's some way. Oh no, I know what it is. Once you have a high enough radiation level and you draft the shelter, then you can make it so you don't need any keys, I think. Okay, so we've already done the shelter. The shrine is new. Make an offering, receive a blessing. It sounds interesting. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems. Is tempting. Let's do shrine. Oh, this looks like it's a bedroom, which could be interesting if we find something else. But yeah, let's do shrine and we'll see what shrine does. Any items, any information? Looks like maybe not. Okay. Make an offering of coins may result in the bestowal of a beneficial blessing that will last for several days. Okay. May result. How many coins is enough coins? Let's start with 2. Blessing of the Dancer. While drafting, you may pay... Oh, that's nice. You can pay gems to spin floor plans. Blessing duration 3 days. Okay. I'm going to write that down as well. Okay, so 2 coins. dancer, which is gems to spin. Floor plans. Okay. Neat. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Okay. Presumably you can only do it once? Oh, you can take it back. Okay, so if you get a blessing you don't care for, you can take it back? Maybe you get a curse if you take back your money. Let me just have a better look. Okay, yeah. Alright. So, okay, so now we have another way to spend all of our gems. Wonderful. But yeah, that's something that I often ran into in the playthrough so far, is it's a room, but it doesn't face the way you want it to face. Okay, early billiard room, early bedroom, early spare room. Keys is good. Any items? None. Any items over here? No. Nothing over there. Okay, let's do some maths. 4. Oh. 0? Is this 0? We've never seen this before. So, in an actual game of darts, well, it wouldn't be a square, it'd be 2 circles within each other, one's 25 and one's 50. I'm going to assume this is 0. It's not 0. So something plus 4. A square plus 4? 8? No. Oh dear. Well, it can't be 25 or 50. So what is it? What does the square in the middle indicate? It wasn't 0, because then 4 would have been the correct answer. And it can't be anything higher than 16, because then we'd have no way of indicating the number. What could it mean? I mean, we could brute force it. We know it has to be a number greater than 4. Is it 5? It's not. Is it 6? It's not. Is it 7? It's not. Is it 8? I think we already tried 8, didn't we? Yeah. Okay, is it 9? No. What am I doing? It's not 6. Is it 10? So that would mean that, yeah, that would mean that it meant 6. Okay, it's not that. Is it 11? No. Is it 12? Where's 12? No. I feel a little bit bad brute forcing this, but also it's a way to figure out what this means. It's not 13. Is it 14? It's not 14. It's not 15. Okay, so a square is 12. Alright, where's my notes about the dartboard puzzle? So this should be 12 plus 3 is 15. It isn't. Okay, so the square does not mean 12. Okay. So does it mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left of the number you picked? So this we think is 16, right? That worked before. Yeah. And so 5 to the left of 16 would be... Oh no, not to the left. I should say anti-clockwise. Oh, 4 squared. Oh, square, of course. Of course. So 1 squared plus 2 squared. So this, yeah, if this is 5, then you cracked it. It's not that. Okay. So 4, and then 4 squared is 16. So... Or is it 1 plus 2 squared? Yeah. Is it 9? It is. Okay. We have intuited the solution. I say we. It was all you. Okay. So this is a bit cheeky, because when we found the hint for the billiard puzzle, it said that the order of operations was from the inside out. But now we're doing squaring as the final step. So 5 minus 5 is 0. Or is it 5 squared minus 5 is 20? Yes, okay. Alright. Well, now I'm worried about the next time we find the parlor, because I've been scoffing at how easy the parlor puzzles have been, but it looks like they can introduce new stuff. Okay, kitchen early is good, but it does steer us away from where we want to go. I guess kitchen early also lets us know what room we want to try and draft for the good porthouse steak. We want to try and find the showroom, and also more red rooms equals more good. Okay. Any items in the kitchen? This still works, right? Yeah, okay. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps is pretty good, although it does block us off from a lot of stuff. Pantry just leads us back in. I guess... I think maybe, yeah, maybe nursery is just best here, because all of these end up with a dead end, but the nursery is like an investment for the future. And may contain a gem. I think we found gems in here before. Although we could rotate the pantry, I guess, and allow us to continue moving on. But that uses a gem anyway. Okay, let's do the nursery. We'll invest. And there is a gem in here, so it paid for itself. Wonderful. Oh no, dice. 2 dice. Okay. That's nice. And this is... Do we know the letter for this room? I think we do. Yeah, okay. We know all the letters apart from... So the first 5 ranks, we know all the letters apart from 3 on the left-hand side. But I think we can guess what they are anyway. Oh, and it tells us what a blessing is. No other items in here? Okay. So, yeah, we need to backtrack. So we want to try and find red rooms, and we want to try and find the showroom, I guess. Okay, well, these are both dead ends, so we can't take those. I guess we could have redrawn. Maybe I should have done that. That was hasty of me. Okay, bedroom is good, because we know we're gonna... This is the only route we can take, so we will be coming back this way. So I think taking the bedroom now is good, because we've already found the nursery, so we just get the free steps. What is this hand doing? Is there something... Is there a safe in here? Does the hand indicate that there's a safe? Can we find something to interact with to make the safe pop up? You can look at that, but we can't do anything else with it. this. I'm curious what this is. Just a bunch of sticks. What purpose do they serve? Can we do anything with the lights? No. Just kind of mousing over everything to see if any of it is able to be interacted with, and it looks like not. Oh no, that's just the door. I got excited for a second. Could it be the floor? Could there be something to interact with on the floor? No. Okay. West Wing Hall, I think we need to take. I'd like to find some gems. This one, okay, we know the letter for this one. We don't know the letter for that room up ahead of us, but it's almost certainly a C. Let's do this one first. Okay, we can't go to security. We could take another hallway. We could take chapel. We wanted to find red rooms, and there's no downside to us going through the chapel right now. I guess we need coins in order to actually buy the food in the kitchen, so maybe we just take a hallway. Let's take a hallway. Okay. Anything to pick up in here? No. Let's carry on here this way. Okay, pantry, parlor. Parlor, we should do parlor. Yeah. Okay, 3 gems, please. Any items in here? And we know this letter. Okay, today's puzzle. Gems are not in the white box or the blue box. Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. I don't think that's possible. Gems are in both the black box and the white box. Okay, so if gems are not in the white box or the blue box, that means they have to be in the black box. So if this is true, then this is false, and this is false. So I think they're just in the black box. Yeah. Not too bad. Okay. Let's carry on this way. We could do Reading Nook and try and take another book out. That would mean it's a dead end. We could take guest bedroom, get 15 steps. Or we could closet. It's also like these would all be dead ends. We could redraw. I feel like redrawing on this one is better. Or we could spend one of our gems to rotate the Reading Nook, which I think is actually much better. Because now we get a key, and we get the library, and we get to progress further. I think it was a good use of gem. I don't think I want to backtrack to here yet. Maybe I should. It did say that that was a good thing to do. So I will do that. Because if we can find the lab or something, you know, some room that buffs other rooms. Have you figured out the message from all the paintings? I haven't. I dreamed about it, but I wasn't able to figure it out. Spread gems for the green room. No, we don't want that. Spare room doesn't have paintings in, so we would miss our letter. But we kind of know what that letter is. Like, it's almost certainly a C. So maybe spare room, and then we'll just get whatever's after spare room. One day there's going to be something good in the spare room, and I'm going to just walk right past it and miss it. Okay, garage is a dead end, but 3 keys is pretty good. Guest bedroom is 15 extra steps. Pantry is not a dead end and gives us coins, and we will want coins. Maybe pantry? But the garage, though, the garage is so cool. Right now we don't really have much of it. We have 3 keys already. So spending 1 gem to get an additional 3 keys for no other benefit. But then the garage is kind of rare. We're okay for I think I'll take the pantry. It's kind of a boring choice, but it gets us some money. I guess I should leave the money here, because I could find the purse, and then I'll get better value out of it. Okay, secret passage is very tempting here. If we can guarantee a certain type of room. Or if we take the chapel, that's a red room. I guess whatever we do, unless we rotate the chapel, then we kind of end up back on just one path. Do you rotate the chapel? If we took the secret passage, what kind of room would we want after the secret passage? I don't know. I'm always tempted to want green rooms, but I don't know that there's any real benefit to it. Maybe we rotate the chapel just to keep our options open. We do know that this is the library. If we come from here. Wonderful. Hey, how you doing? Welcome in. I'm trying to decide what to do. Yeah, I think maybe the thing to do is go to the reading nook. It's backtracking. It's a shame, but go to the reading nook and I need to check the. Oh, and also I can't back out of this. I have to. Okay, let's use one of our dice. I don't think I want any of those. Okay, security is nice to have. Closet. 2 items is nice. 15 extra steps. Because we know that this is going to be the library. Does it cost gems to draft the library? I don't remember. Let's do this, and maybe we'll hopefully find some good items. Okay, another gem and the dice. Okay. And we do have a letter for this one. Yeah, this is A, but we don't have a letter for this one. So we have card and car. So it's a D. Okay, so we've got... I think it's small games, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. And then we don't really know what rank 9 and 8 say, because we haven't found enough rooms up there. I should probably leave those there if I'm trying to be optimal. And then we're back, back to the reading nook. Okay. Which is this way. Okay, and we will take the library. If we do it like that, it's a dead end, so we should rotate the library so that it's not a dead end. This rotating power is really neat. And do we have this letter? Yeah, we do. Okay, which book do we want to request? So I think Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Let's take that one. Okay. I'm going to assume there's nothing upstairs, and if there was an item in here, it would be on the table. Ooh, freezer, that's a new one. Freezes your account. Coins and gems amounts will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. So we could go pick up those 4 coins. We've been wondering what Reddington is for a while now. I think Reddington is just the town that we're from, or that is nearby. So, okay, freezer is a new room. It will freeze our gems at 2. And we won't be able to use any more gems today, which kind of feels bad. It would also end the day, because it's a dead end. So do we take the freezer? If we do take the freezer, we should go back and pick up those coins from the pantry before we do. What time is it? I guess, yeah, okay, let's do that. I had intended this to be about a 2-hour stream. Ah, crap. Okay, I thought it wasn't until you entered that it froze them. Okay, well, we can't go get those 4 coins now. And we can't get that because it's frozen. Okay, so there must be some way to power off the freezer. For staff use. Master Sinclair's personal freezer. Oh, not for staff use. Oh, and in here, there's fancy stuff. And we have a letter for this. Yes, we do. It should be an E. Fire and fur, yeah. Okay, what do we have in here? A letter. Is that a silver key? I think that might be a silver key. Alright, so... Oh, okay. And so if you can thaw the freezer somehow, then I guess this melts, and it's a passageway that you can actually go through, so it's not a dead end? Alright. But we also know from reading the drafting book that once you draft the freezer, it doesn't show up the next day. Alright, so how do you warm up the freezer, I guess? We also know that in the lab, there was a thing which told us the temperature to which we would need to set it in order to thaw things, which I didn't write down. But okay, that's the end of the day, somewhat unfortunately. So we get to keep an additional 2 gems for tomorrow. No additional coins, which is a bit of a bummer. But now we know how the freezer works. Can I try and pick up those coins anyway? I just want to see what happens. I'm guessing they get collected and then there's no benefit. Yeah, okay, those just go off into the ether. Alright, well, not a lot accomplished today, unfortunately. We did order a book. We found the freezer for the first time. Yeah. And we figured out that there's a new way of the billiard room doing stuff. We've got this blessing. Okay, we'll call it a day here. And then tomorrow when I stream, because I will almost certainly be streaming this tomorrow, we will make some more progress. At the very least, 2 extra gems at the start of the day is nothing to sneeze at. Yes, gems are very helpful. Oh, and I guess we also figured out how the trading post worked. Oh no, that was yesterday. Okay. Only 40 steps taken. But 2 new rooms. Okay. And I will save and quit because I don't want to actually start the new day. And yeah, let me find someone to raid, maybe. Where are we? Here we are. Okay, no one I follow but no one I follow is streaming. And we don't want to raid into anyone who's also playing Blueprints, because that's spoilers. So again, I guess maybe I won't raid today either, because I'm going to be streaming again in a couple of hours. Been looking forward to the collab for a while now. Yeah, I'm excited for collab. You get it now? The title of my first stream, I think, was Blueprints. Get it? Like blueprints. So I really kind of I was trying to make it. I was yeah, laying it on a bit thick, I think. I assume that's what you mean that you get now. That the name of the game is Blueprints, which is like Blueprints. So okay, yeah, I guess I should end stream. I should have something to eat, and then in about an hour and a half, I will begin to get ready for the stream with Vanille, and hopefully not get too anxious and stressed out, and hopefully there won't be too much scuff. Although it is a collaboration, and one of the people collabing is an actual honest to god VTuber. So one of the laws I think of VTubing is that if you ever do a collab with two VTubers, then there's going to be terrible amounts of scuff. I'm technically not a VTuber yet, so I guess it'll be an interesting experiment to see does the law of scuff apply when one of the people is a PNG tuber. Okay, yeah, I think I will call it there. Thank you again, everyone, for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully, me spamming streams is not a pain in the arse. I do intend to stream fairly frequently, especially now that I've got blueprints to want to play. I also want to try and do more shorter streams, just because it's less likely for me to burn out. I have no idea what my schedule is right now because I'm a little scared to commit to I will be streaming at this time. I also like part of the I just quit my job basically, right? So I have all this free time and freedom. I don't really want to immediately lock myself into another schedule. I want to be able to do things when I feel like doing them, I guess, and experiment with what that feels like, because I haven't really been able to do that for the last good while. Hashtag lock in, exactly. So, yeah, okay. I will hopefully see some of you fairly soon, in a couple of hours. I know that so Vanille is definitely streaming on her channel. I should stream on my channel. It's possible that because of scuff or something, I'm not able to stream. In which case, go watch on Vanille's channel. Yeah, I'm genuinely kind of nervous, and I know I shouldn't be. It's like it's a fucking VTuber collab. Like what? Literally nothing bad can happen. But nevertheless, I am naturally an anxious person. So there we go. Yeah. Hopefully we get a Vanilla is wonderful. Like I think I picked a very good person to do my first collab with. That she's very helpful and kind. So not to imply that other people I could have chosen to collab with aren't helpful or kind. I think basically everybody I know in the VTubing sphere is very helpful and kind. But Vanille, I think, is a particularly fine example of a kind person. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I need to eat something. I need to maybe see about getting the AC cranked up a bit because it's pretty warm today and my room is already getting a bit toasty and I don't want to be dripping with sweat while doing Ocarina of Time. So next week I'll be collabing with an a-hole. Maybe. You never know. I mean, do I know any a-holes? I don't know that I really do. At least not who stream. I guess also if I did, it would be a bad idea to just name them publicly on stream, because there's a decent chance that anyone I know that people watching the stream also know, because it's not like my VTuber friend circle is enormous. But yeah, okay, I've yapped long enough. I'm bad at ending stream. Where's OBS gone? Here we are. Okay, actually, if I leave it 1 minute, then it will be a nice round, exactly 2 hour stream. So I'm going to string this out for another 52 seconds, so that we can have a nice round number of hours for the stream. I don't know that it matters. I don't think Twitch cares if you stream for slightly less than 2 hours or slightly more, but it would be cool to have an exactly 2 hour stream. Maybe if I upload it to my VODs channel, it'll do numbers because it's like a round number. That's another thing, actually, speaking of shorter streams, another thing I'm curious about. So I have a VODs channel. I'm purely using it for archival purposes. I'm not expecting, like, people to start subscribing to it or anything. I'm also patchy with actually getting around to uploading stuff to it. But I'm curious which streams do good on there. And by do good, I mean get more than 5 views. And whether the fact that a lot of my uploads are 5-hour-long randomizers is a bit off-putting. So maybe a 2-hour-long blueprint stream will do the thing. Okay, there's 2 hours. Goodbye.